I've talked about what to expect being a widow. People always tell you the normal things, but there are some things they don't tell you. You expect that first year to be tough. Oh, they talk about the first Christmas, first this. The second year is the worst, because that's when reality sets in. My name is Toni Mayberry, and I'm the Tissue Bank Coordinator for Harper Cancer Research Institute. I contact doctors' offices to find out what patients they have that are going to be going in for possible cancer operations, surgeries. If there's any tissue that's left over that's just going to be discarded, we would like to retrieve that for research. We de-identify those blocks. That's a big part of our job. Once we retrieve those, we make sure we check off all the de-identifiers, and then they only receive the information about the sample itself. Tissue donations that we have received in the time that I've been here, I think we are up to over 3,000 right now. The first person that I knew that died from cancer was my step-grandfather, so that was pretty bad for us. Then my mom was diagnosed. She passed away the year before I was then diagnosed with breast cancer. It was May 31st that I got a call from the doctor on a Friday night, 6:30 at night. I had always known what I wanted to do. I actually chose a double mastectomy. It was very rebellious, but it was something personally I knew I needed to choose for myself. But in between the time that my mom was diagnosed and I was diagnosed, my second husband, Jay, was diagnosed with melanoma. We met at the YMCA in Niles. I was actually a swim coach and I was an aquatic director, and his stepkids were on my swim team. It was pretty awesome because we were really close friends before we ever dated. And we were just perfect for each other. We were like the couple that other people wanted to be. I was actually studying for chemistry final, and he was on our couch and he was like scratching his head, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because it was kind of, I'm trying to concentrate. He says, I don't know, I have like a pimple or something back there. And I looked at his neck, and it was like a quarter-size melanoma. The next day he was in his doctor's office. The next day after that, he was in surgery. And he started losing strength in his left arm. I'm just like, what is going on? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I don't know. He's just got so much pain in my neck. He just progressively got worse. So the day before my birthday, he went to his neurologist, and he came home, he said, he thinks my melanoma's back. Well, this is 17 years after he was first diagnosed. I'm like, how's that possible? So on my birthday, we did scan after scan after scan. And that's when we found out that it was in his brain, spinal cord, liver, lungs, went to his colon. He lasted a year and a half. He was supposed to, we were told 3 months we would lose him. Mother's Day weekend, I called my stepmom, and she doesn't sound right. She'd been crying. My 10-month-old niece, my stepbrother's daughter, was diagnosed with neuroblastoma that weekend. So she passed away at 17 months old. So, and then I lost Jay. So, yeah. Now you see why I'm so pissed. Because as I tell people, cancer pissed off the wrong woman. Losing my mom at 40, and then I'm gonna lose my husband, and we're gonna lose my niece, So I told one of my supervisors, I said, can I make buttons to pass out to my patients that I'm consenting? And he's like, yeah. And I said, well, can I do F cancer? I was told no, you can't do that. And I was never a person to swear until the anger from this came out, to be totally honest. And so I kept thinking, I said, get mad, fight back. That's what it's gonna take. We need to get mad enough. It's gonna take people getting angry to say, we need to put more money into this, we need to do more research, we have to find cures, because we're losing too many people still.